Hey, welcome to the Be More Happy Show, the podcast that's all about boosting your happiness and helping you navigate life's challenges. I'm your host, Morris Mo Chasson, and I'm so excited to be honoring Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, June. This episode is more geared towards why men struggle with emotional well-being, and more importantly, we'll discuss how we can collectively foster an environment where healing and happiness are not just possible, but it's encouraged. For too long, men have been silently struggling with their mental well-being from immense pressure of suppressing their emotions. This societal condition, while it's deeply ingrained, has caused so much damage to people in general. It's insane. So this crazy statistic that I wanted to share was from the CDC in 2022. Said men died by suicide by a rate of 22.8 per 100,000, which is over 3.9 times higher than the rate for women, which women is 5.8 per 100,000. These aren't just numbers, they represent fathers, sons, brothers, and friends whose lives were cut short. The majority of suicide is completed by men, and the stark reminder that men battle so many battles that they just never talk about or never feel like they can talk about. And that's why so many people, so many men especially, suffer in silence. From a young man, we're taught to be strong, to suck it up, and showing emotion, especially like sadness, vulnerability, it's a sign of weakness. Phrases like "man the fuck up" echo through generations, reinforcing the idea that real men don't cry, they don't complain, and they certainly don't ask for help with their feelings. And that's what creates so much damage in these people, because for so long they just suppress it and they don't even know what emotions are like, what they feel like. And I know exactly what that's like, because until I became more self-aware, I didn't know that either. I had no clue what feeling sad truly felt. I had no idea what feeling like abandonment felt. I had no idea what anger really felt like. Whereas I had anger and I had things to deal with and grow through, but it was just a different kind of anger once you understood it and where it came from. One of the most important things for a lot of men that I think a lot of men don't understand is the negative effects that it has on your body. It causes bodily effects later on. It could be joint pain, cancer, because it weakens your immune system. It does have so many different effects on the physical body, not just mentally. Dr. Gabe Mate, a renowned physician, often speaks about how emotional suppression can manifest as physical illness, stating that the suppressed emotions do not go away. They are stored in the body. It's scientifically proven. Doctors have proven it. They know this stuff. Why more people don't know about it, I don't know. So how do we break free from this cycle? How do we, as men, learn to overcome the need to harbor our feelings and embrace the full spectrum of emotions? It starts with a shift in perspective and the conscious effort to challenge those ingrained beliefs. I know it really helped me out. I'm going to share exactly what I did with you. I was in this extensive trauma class for 12 weeks. And what we did inside that class was we wrote Gatekeepers. And then underneath we put gatekeepers are like parents, fathers, like who in our lives kind of matter to us and feed us, and who we kind of depend on for guidance in a sense. And these people are labeled as gatekeepers, or somebody that's hurt you in the past or something like that, right? Put all those people down as gatekeepers, and then under there list what emotions is attached to that person, and then ask yourself why. And you learn some shit. But listen, you have to be careful, because sometimes digging through that stuff, you find out things that you don't want to. So sometimes it's best to have a coach with you or someone that can help you, guide you through that process, because it is tough sometimes. You can reach out to me if you want. I'll be there with you. We could go through it, and just connect with me through YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever. Just connect with me. Say, hey, Mo, I want to go through this and I need some help. I'm here for you. Just reach out. I'm here for you. And I'm doing this because I know how hard it is. I know how tough it is, even just to change and to know that you can change, because for so long I just thought I was who I was and there was nothing or no one could do to change me until I started really self-reflecting and understanding me and growing through that process. It's a hell of a journey. Anybody that says it's easy, they're lying. They're lying. And look, I think some people are different, and that's okay. Me, I'm an emotional person, and I didn't know that until the last 4 or 5 years, 5, 6 years now. Wow, dang, time's going by so fast. So what I want to share from Maxwell Maltz, he's the author of the famous book, Cybernetics. I would highly suggest anyone that is into self-development get into this book. I promise you it will change your life. I think the more you understand yourself, the better person you could truly be as far as helping people and just being a good person, because you are so unique and so special. Why wouldn't you want to explore yourself more? Why wouldn't you want to know you more? I mean, you spend time watching TV, you spend time scrolling on TikTok. Take some time to know yourself. I promise you, to change your life. As y'all could tell, I have no structure in this episode. I'm just basically kind of recording and going with it. I'm just remembering that I was about to share a quote from Maxwell Maltz, the author of Cybernetics. And the quote is, "The most important discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude." That applies directly to our emotional landscape. Our attitude towards vulnerability, our attitude towards seeking help, and our attitude towards expressing our authentic selves can profoundly impact our future well-being. And just imagine the impact that it has, not just on your life, but your kids, your kids' kids, your grandkids. You're breaking generational curses. And then the people that you talk to, because you're a different person and you understand things better on a deeper level, you just have true and sincere understanding of the next person, because you know that life is a journey and we're all learning and growing together. And it just makes it beautiful. It makes you appreciate life and just people more, because instead of coming from a place of judgment, you come from a place of understanding, which is so much freer, you know, because I feel like you just automatically love people more, even though you don't know them. And you hope the best for them, because you want them to do the best that they can and be the best that they can, so they can be the happiest that they can. And that's the beautiful part about becoming more and more self-aware and being like a person of understanding and just love and light. It's just peaceful. It is so peaceful. And boundaries, listen to this. Just the other day, I was talking to a friend of mine. She was telling me that she was kind of complaining in the sense that she agreed to babysit one of her friend's kids starting at 10 o'clock that morning. And she's like, man, like she started just saying that, I don't know, she didn't really say nothing bad, but she had a bunch of regret for doing it, you know? So I asked her, I said, Charlie, why don't you just tell them that you had other commitments? Oh, no, I'm not like that. I'm like, what you mean not like that? It's okay to take care of yourself before you take care of somebody else. If it makes you feel so good about doing it, don't do it. What is the point? You're just making yourself sad and miserable to make somebody else happy. How fair is that to yourself? Oh, wow. I really wish I would have thought of that earlier. And I said, well, look, it's just self-love. There's nothing wrong with self-love. Like, doing stuff for other people, yes, it's good too. But look, you also got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of yourself, because nobody else will. I mean, they could try, but like, they don't really know you like you know you. They don't really got you like you got you. You got to have yourself all the time. I want to share some practical tips that I would suggest while you're going through this. Step number 1, acknowledge and validate. The first step is to simply acknowledging your feelings. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry, stressed, overwhelmed. Validate these emotions within yourself without judgment, just like an addiction, you know? The first way to do it is calling it out and being like, dang, I'm addicted to alcohol. Damn, I need it. I gotta have it every day. By the way, I'm not an alcoholic. It's something I overcame and I'm very proud of it. So yeah. Anyways, number 2, practice emotional literacy. Start putting words to your feelings. Instead of saying, I'm fine, try to identify what you're truly experiencing. Are you frustrated, disappointed, anxious? It's all about digging in and really knowing. Like my wife asked me, how was my day? It was good. I felt a little bit of anxious today. I had a little bit of this, this kind of frustrated me. I kind of tell her more, not just, oh, my day was good. It was good. It was work, just work. That really doesn't say how your day was. It doesn't. Number 3, find safe spaces to express. This could be a trusted friend, a family member, therapist, or support group. Just talking about what you're going through and not viewing it as like a weakness. It's really an act of courage and self-care. And I know sometimes you have to be careful what you say with as a guy to another guy, because this guy might not be in that same place. And instead of being that person to support you and being there with you, he's going to go and talk it to other people. And before you know, you're going to have all kinds of other people talking about you and stuff. I get it. I do. Number 4, engage in healthy activities. You can start exercising, going for a walk, 10, 15 minutes a day. Listen to Audible for, say, 10 pages, say 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes to listen to Audible. But an Audible about self-development, not a book about a sci-fi book or a book about history and the US or whatever. A book about personal development. Also journaling. Journaling is probably the way, 110%, especially if you could just journal. If you don't want to, don't be so hard on yourself. You don't do it every day. If you want, just dedicate yourself to doing it 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, whatever you want to do, but make it easy for you, because new habits are tough and you don't start doing everything all at once. Because just like whenever in personal training, I realized that whenever you give somebody a workout routine, a diet plan, all that stuff is overwhelming. Giving them an app and when they got to log their workouts and their foods and all that stuff. But from doing all of that to not doing that and then adding that in, no wonder they fail. There's too much. You got to just start little. Going to the gym 3 days a week and just working out for 10 minutes. Do whatever you got to do to make those changes, but start doing it right. Journal. Take your 10, 20 minutes and write, even if it's just one paragraph, And number 5, be a role model. To be like, for men who have children or for younger men in their lives, actively demonstrating healthy emotional expression and showing them that it's okay to talk about their feelings and not to harbor them like you did. Just by spreading that is like, it's God's work, because that's what God wants. If we can make another man, help to make another man better and having those ripple effects throughout the world, we're making a positive change in the world. That's what it's all about. That's what we're here for. Another thing I want you to remember is that taking care of your mental health is not a luxury. It's a fundamental necessity. It's about living full, authentic, and truly happy. And breaking the silence isn't just about helping ourselves. It's about creating a better world for all of us. So if you or someone is struggling with mental health, please reach out. There are incredible resources available. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. The 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline is available 24/7 by calling the Texan 988 in the US. There are also organizations like the Movember Foundation and Mental Health America that offer support and resources specifically for men's mental health. Let's make this Men's Mental Health Month a turning point. Let's encourage open conversations, foster environments of empathy, and empower every man to embrace his emotional well-being without being ashamed or fear. I want you to know it's okay. It is okay. Thank you for joining me today. This is the Be More Happy Show. Until next time, remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, and keep striving for that happy, and healthy life. I love you.